Greetings and welcome back to the Jacksonville Buzz. I'm Adrienne Houghton, and I'm delighted to welcome into the studio today Whitney Layton, who is a health and wellness entrepreneur. Also joining us is the one and only Buzz contributor, Mr. Steve Strum. Welcome, gentlemen and ladies.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes. One lady, one gentleman.
I will do my best.
Now, Whitney, it's a pleasure to have you on because you have a very interesting personal story. Would you like to share that with our viewers?
I would. So I have a health and wellness business. I'm also a certified health coach. And I began my business about 4 years ago. And when I initially went into it, it was to stay home with my oldest and bring in an income. And once I started doing that, I started to notice changes in my health and some areas where I was beginning to get healthier from the inside out. And it kind of took me into getting my health coaching certification. I became curious about food and how important it is in our daily life and how it affects so many areas in our life. But before that happened, I had kind of gone down a different road before I had really come into the health industry. My health, I had started to have infertility issues trying to conceive my second child. And coming into health and wellness, I learned so many things about my body and why those things were happening to me. And I became so passionate about supplementing and making sure that me and my oldest were getting everything we need to live a healthy life, to avoid any future issues. But one area that at the time I thought was going to be completely devastating, I couldn't carry my own child, my second child. I ended up having to go down a pretty devastating road. I had a hysterectomy at 34.
Ooh.
And I became a statistic pretty young. But what was amazing is that at the time it was such an obstacle, thinking how on earth am I going to continue to share what I do on a daily basis with helping other people. Yeah. It just evolved into me not only having this incredible story of a dear friend that carried my second child, Lincoln, but that it was a platform to help other women better their health so I could give them hope that there are answers and you can make your body as healthy as you want to. You can take all the steps needed. And it really comes with not just what you're eating every day, it comes with emotional stability. And that's what I learned through my businesses, is supporting myself through all those pieces of the pie, your relationships, your joy, your home environment, your physical activity, your spirituality. Because at the end of the day, if you're not fulfilling all those areas in your life, then you can put all the kale and broccoli you want in your body. It's just not going to digest the same way. Yeah. And going through that, and like I said, as devastating as it was at the time, I had no idea that such a huge obstacle was going to turn into such an amazing story and a miracle.
That's absolutely amazing. I can actually feel your energy over here. And we were talking offset, and actually a couple weeks back, one of the things that I think probably stood out the most to me about you was, I recall the statistic conversation. I recall that you had to have a very intimate conversation with a friend of yours to carry a child. Mm-hmm. But then you've endured. Lincoln's here, and you're not having to make a decision between being a mom and being a business owner.
Right.
And a lot of the female professionals today are really working through that. Can you tell us a little bit about how you balance being a mom, a CEO, as well as a lightning rod for other people that are looking to do the same?
Well, I will say one of the greatest inventions is social media. I'm able to really plan my weeks around my kids' schedules, and I'm able to utilize social media as a means to communicate with customers and clients, and word of mouth. I've had so many people over the last couple of years reach out to me, and from the surrogacy story, they followed me from beginning to end, and said that our story was inspiring, and that kind of led them into wanting to get healthier as well. So really, The best part about being an entrepreneur is that I get to make my own schedule. And I've got an amazing team that works underneath me to support me. So my hours can be anywhere from 15 to 50 hours a week, depending on what my goals are.
Now, you spoke a little bit about getting healthier from the inside out. How do you actually do that?
Well, I would say... I
mean, it's obviously going to be food and supplements, but how?
I pay really close attention to what I'm putting in my body. I really stand behind probiotics and vitamins and supplements that kind of target the main areas of your body that create the most issues. So something that targets your blood sugar, your gut health, inflammation. The microbiome is a hot topic of the last couple of years. Yes. And the company that I run my business with, they pay very close attention to what those products are made with, and they're all natural and plant-based, so they really target those areas so you start to feel a difference in how you feel, so you start to crave the healthy things. You know, I crave exercise. I crave those happy hormones and endorphins. I crave broccoli and asparagus and all those healthy things, and it sounds crazy, but I was like the Coke fanatic, donuts, living off caffeine girl. I mean, I was hitting every drive-thru.
Were you heavy as well? I just have to ask that because you look as though you've got nothing to you now.
Thank you. Yes, I was not. I was a little bit heavier, yes. But I was a sugar fiend. So I think just having that freedom, it really helped me feel better from the inside out. I can't go a day without just proper nutrition and supplementing.
Of course. Now, I mean, the fact of the matter is that you have a business and you can help people. So if people would want to get hold of you, how do they do that?
I can give my email. I have a personal email that I use for business as well, but I am also very much on Facebook under Whitney Layton. And I use as a means to communicate through Messenger. And I can set up one-on-one coffee dates with people and meet up.
And it's Layton.
Correct.
Because, there's 18 different ways to spell Stephen. So, and my last name's one syllable and they still get it wrong.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for coming in and telling us your story, which is incredibly personal. And so we really appreciate it. And hopefully there's people out there that will be listening and will be able to identify.
I hope so. If I could give hope to one person to keep going and just fight through your fears and face them, then
fantastic.
Help somebody.
Thank you, Whitney.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back after these messages.